I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm saving some, 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 I'm saving some.
There we go. Welcome to Supforce Live, episode 6. That's right, we have to use 2 hands now. So thank you very much, everybody, for dealing with the technical difficulties. And yes, we have them taken care of now. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Finally, I know. Finally, we got it going the right way. This is what happens when we have to rush into a, looking into getting this pod going. But we're here now, so hey. That is what we are here to do. So thank you, everybody, for sticking around. And really, thank you all. I appreciate it. So let's get to the business at hand. It is episode 6, and we have a special guest tonight. He is one of our supers. He is, a great guy. I've gamed with him quite a bit lately. He is a founding member of the SFGA. Rebel, thank you. Yes. There's some technical difficulties before. We got it taken care of, though. We're all good now. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging on. I appreciate it. Anyways, as I was saying, he is a founding member of the Supforce Golf Association. He is a master at PUBG, especially in first-person view. And he is number 1 in your program and number 1 in your hearts. He is the one, the only, the Qpkellz.
Hey everybody! Oh, I'm frozen. Uh-oh. We good? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Am I frozen? I'm frozen on my screen.
You're frozen on the screen, though.
No!
Come on. Well, he's gone. Oops. We are just... Oh, my God. This is just a great... There he is! Hey! Hey!
Everybody.
There he is! All right. The crowd's going nuts for you, man.
Love you all.
Thank you very much, QP, for coming out tonight. I know you're busy with work and everything else, and I really wasn't going to stream this week because of work and being on call, but hey, the podcast must go on.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to give the people what they want, and this week, they want themselves some Qpkellz. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Really can't complain. Happy to get this going and get into some stuff with you here, bro. So,
I'm ready.
First of all, QP, why don't you tell the folks a little something about yourself? Just talk about, maybe the origin of your name. And
that probably won't be happening.
just stuff about you in general.
I'm QP. Real name is Nick. I'm a Supforce super. Unfortunately, my partner couldn't be on tonight. She's in school. I been gaming for a long time. I got a nice, beautiful family, fiance, and a stepson. Work full time, so it's tough to find the balance, but you got to find it.
Absolutely, and I think that's what most people struggle with that are over, we'll say 23 years old. It's trying to find that balance with a family and everything else too. I know with me, it's gotten a lot better now that I have a daughter in college, so I don't have to worry about a little one running around or anything like that. So,
yep. I'm sure he'll come make an appearance before he goes to bed.
Absolutely. Get him on here. Sure that folks would love to see him. So, first of all, QP, why don't you talk about what got you into gaming in general?
All right, so when I was a little kid, I was probably about 4 or 5, maybe a little younger, as far back as I can remember, my grandfather owned his own company. He helped disabled people deal their cases in court. So he had multiple computers in his office, and my mom worked for him as a secretary. When there was no school or when I got out of school early, I'd meet her there or get dropped off there, and I'd just hang out on the computer all day. So eventually I started playing some old games like backyard baseball and stuff like that, and the rest is history.
Nice. What drew you into actually streaming?
Well, I mean, I had always liked watching other people game. I definitely like watching skilled players play the game that they're good at and learn from them. And so I kind of went from just being a watcher to somebody creating that content for others to watch. Because I mean, I'm not the greatest gamer out there, but I'm fairly skilled at gaming for as long as I have. So I figured that it might help other people or other people might enjoy it.
Right.
Just trying to give the people what they want.
Yeah, well, anybody who's watched any of your PUBG streams for sure knows that you're very skilled. If they watched the early rounds of Supforce Golf Association, not so much. But I know you had a great round the other day. I know you had a great round, and you're coming around now. So it's good.
I just finished 5 under in one of my pro tournaments. PGA tournaments.
Well, we'll see what happens when you're in with the crew and you're actually playing against us and getting shit talked left and right.
And I'm drinking. That doesn't help either. Gotta have the drinks while you're on the course.
I need to drink because that one round we did, I was drinking and I actually did the best that one. So It's like real life golf. You just need that swing lube. So QP, fart box.
Oh man.
Oh, Rebel, Jesus.
You missed some great banter the other night, Diehard.
Getting tongue punched in the fart box. Beer a hole. Hey, listen, one of my first streams in my other community I was in, we played Rory McIlroy golf, and we played where whoever had the lowest score on a hole had to do a shot. Yeah, that was 18 holes, man. Whoo, boy, there was 3 of us.
Are we thinking about a little bit of a drinking game next time we play?
We definitely could. It would make for
I don't
interesting.
Do shots,
yeah, Dr. Openseed, Opie was with me when we did that. It was me, him, and our buddy Spicy Thanos, and we it was a terrible night, but it was a great night. Because at the end, when we got finished, Opie and I tried to go play PUBG afterwards. It was not good.
That's never a good idea.
I think we flipped a buggy and killed ourselves a couple times, and yeah, it was not good.
Gotta love it.
All right, so we got sidetracked, but let's get back to it, QP. Tell us a little bit about what do you do for a living? You know, what does QP do outside of streaming for work? If you can say anything, if you can. You know.
I work for FedEx. I deal with international documents for international shipments, and I deal with customs and regulations and TSA and all stuff like that. Trying to get people's packages shipped overseas and accepted over here from overseas.
So it's safe to say we're getting into your busiest time of the year.
It's been busy for about a month now, yeah. It'll go for another month or 2.
When does it exactly, when do you finally see relief from that, during
usually
the
February
season? February?
It's usually November to February. It's a couple months.
Really? Even still in January, it's still bad.
A little bit, yeah, because it's people getting gift cards, ordering stuff online and stuff like that.
I see. That's cool. So what does the Qpkellz like to do for fun other than streaming?
Do we even have to ask? No, other than streaming and gaming, I really enjoy sports. I like to watch a lot of sports. Local teams, as you can see at the Patriots sweatshirt on.
TB12, the GOAT.
The GOAT. I also enjoy the outdoors. I like to go camping and hiking and fishing and canoeing and all stuff like that. And I'm finally starting to get the little one around on that. So
nice.
It's definitely a good thing to pass down to him.
Yeah, if anybody knows, during the summer, this past summer, QP was always, "Hey, I'll be out camping, guys, so I really won't have any service. So we'll see you on Sunday when we get back."
Every other week. every other week, bro.
Yeah.
I try and get out there as much as I can. You got to disconnect somehow, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And like you see those people that post stuff on Facebook and they go, "Oh, would you live in this cabin in the woods for, with no internet, no phone for a month for like $1 million?" I'm like, "Pff, if I could go out there and live that way for a month with being disconnected, and I didn't even get paid for it, I'd still do it because it's nice."
Same. I don't get paid for it, and I still do it.
Right. It's awesome.
It is.
I loved going camping and being out in the outdoors, and it's something, even like playing golf, it's just something about being outdoors and getting all that fresh air that when you
Feeling
sit
that wind in
down,
your hair.
oh, you're just, you're exhausted too because you just inhale all that fresh air, and it's refreshing. It really is. Full Meta Jacket Bear, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, brother. So, QB, what is your absolute favorite game that you like? We're going to set you on a desert island and you can play one game for the rest of your life. What are you going to play?
I think it's gonna be PUBG.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I never get sick of it. You die a lot, you drop again. It happens
Right.
with all battle royales.
Oh, yeah.
You could throw Rocket League in there because I spend a lot of time on there just messing around. That's kind of more of a chill, fun game that I like to play
Right.
instead of like a sweaty, fun game like PUBG.
So before PUBG, before Rocket League, like what was your go-to game?
I used to play a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Lots of Call of Duty, yeah.
Where did the disconnect happen for you? Where you're like, I'm just kind of over
Once they
it.
started doing the futuristic stuff,
Yeah.
running on walls and stuff like that.
So probably Black Ops 2 was enough for you?
Yeah, but I still got a couple of them, the ones that had zombie mode,
Right.
because I do the Easter eggs.
I love doing the Easter eggs on those.
So much fun.
Okay. And obviously your favorite sports team is the Patriots. Anything Boston?
Yeah, anything Boston, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of throw a toss-up for all the teams. Except for Celtics. I don't watch basketball.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Not even.
I'd rather watch March Madness. That's about all I do.
I agree with you on that. I just feel I feel the game's faster, and I just feel like when you watch the program, there's not a lot of contact, and people are just standing around, and you just see guys just blow right through the lane, and it's just like, okay, like back in the 80s, like when I grew up with the bad boy Pistons and everything, because I'm from Detroit, like somebody goes to the hole like that, they're getting put on their ass. Like you're not getting there easy. You're not. And I don't know if anybody out there watches like the 30 for 30s on ESPN, but they did one on the Bad Boys, and Michael Jordan even said that if it wasn't for them, he would not have been the player he is, because it made him work harder. It made him, have that drive and that desire that he wanted to beat him, and the only way to beat him was to get physical and, work on himself and not think that he's just going to get to the hole every single time.
Yeah. You gotta play better opponents. That's the only way to get better. Because if you just keep staying at the lower skill level opponents, you're just gonna stay coasting. You're not gonna actually figure out what you're doing wrong and get better.
Do you have a favorite college team?
I'm very partial for UConn. I just like them. Women's team kills it every year.
Oh yeah, they do.
But I don't know. I've always been a UConn. I like NC Tar Heels. I like the Tar Heels too. It's not about the blue. I don't have the blue lights on, but blue's my favorite color. So
right. Well, you got to keep it festive with the Christmas lights and the colors for that,
Yes, sir.
So, what was like one of your most memorable moments streaming?
Probably when I moved to my new apartment that I'm in now, and created my setup, and did my little reveal. I had almost 30 people out there. I was just sitting chatting. I wasn't even gaming. I chatted for like the first half hour just because there was so many people in there hanging out.
Right.
So I'd probably say that's probably the best. Other than slaying it in PUBG on stream, there's nothing better.
Right.
It's like I got a 15 kill solo win on stream.
Ooh, that's some work right there.
And then right before that game, it was a 15 kill second place. So it was 30 kills in 2 games.
What's your go-to setup in PUBG? Like your dream setup, if you were able to drop in and just get this is what you want, and you can't pick crate packages.
The M4 is so versatile. I use the M4 with everything. Depends what map I'm on, but I'll take the M4 on any map. Compensator, vert grip, stock, fully kitted.
Right.
And then give me a bolt action and heads are popping off.
Yeah, don't get in the way of you in a Car 98 for sure. That's why plenty of times when we play it, I'm like, hey, Q, you got a Car 98 yet? No? Okay, well, here's one right here for you.
I've actually been dipping into the DMRs a little bit more lately.
Yeah?
Trying to, yeah, because, I mean, if you miss that first shot with the bolt action, you got to wait and reload.
Right. What are you partial to, the slur or the SKS?
I like the SLR because of the damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say the Mini is probably the best with the recoil and how many shots you can put out as quickly as you can.
Right.
But you only see that on a couple maps.
Right, you do. Do you feel the same way about the QBU on Sandhook?
Yeah, I use that as well. I've been using that a lot. I like the 5.6 because it's so much easier to just go with one ammo type, and the 5.6 doesn't hit as hard, but it weighs less in your inventory.
Exactly. So. That's the big thing is your inventory. I mean, if you try to go dual 7.62s, forget it. You're not getting that much ammo. You know?
Shout out to Choco Taco. He does that every game.
Oh,
7.6 all day. He does a barrel and a Car 98 every game.
I honestly really like the barrel. I know people really are into the AKM, but I love the barrel more so than the AK. If I had my choice between the two, that's what I would run over the AK.
Well, the good thing is you can put attachments on it. You know,
right.
I mean, the AK you can only put a comp.
Right.
So with the AK with the comp still melts, but anything with a grip is going to be better.
But it's like this: is you're shooting.
Yep.
All over the place. Where if you get that barrel and you get that vert grip, it's money.
It goes like this, kind of just like a little back and forth.
Right. So if you had to pick like your favorite sports team of all time, year and everything, okay? So all time, I'm saying, what would it be?
NHL 2K6. I spent every single day of 2005 playing NHL 2K6. Like every day. I'm not joking you.
That just shows you,
shows
you my age. I swear to God.
The soundtrack is still stuck in my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was, I loved NHL 94. Oh my God. It's NHL 94 on Sega Genesis. I played it for hours. Just always, dude. My team is always the Detroit Red Wings as far as hockey goes.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry, that's my. That is my on call for work. So, yeah, I would always I'd play as the Red Wings, and I would always have Brendan Shanahan on the one timer, and it would just be like money every time. Just put Brendan Shanahan in the corner, just pass that over to him, immediately start hitting A, and boom, in the net it goes every single time.
Yeah. I also like NHL hits. That's always fun too.
Oh, NHL hits was fun. NHL's Jesus Christ, NBA Jam, always a great one.
NFL Blitz, same thing.
Blitz, and then did you ever play the Street Series?
I did. I like what is it? FIFA? Not FIFA Street. What was it? Was it FIFA Street?
Yeah.
They had a couple of those. I like those ones where you could like pass it off the walls to each other and stuff.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
I always like
but NFL Street was dope because you could like throw it behind your back and stuff and like do crazy showboat, and that was fun.
I remember playing, God, it was the Bigs. That's what it was for baseball. And I loved playing that as well. And that's what's disappointing too is that we do not have an actual MLB game for Xbox anymore because 2K did away with the MLB series, and then
Sony bought up the series, the EA series, part of it.
And I swear to God, I thought that it was coming up to where EA could get the licensing again for MLB, and that there was talks of MVP baseball coming back, and that would be amazing if that came back. And I still don't understand why did they stop making NBA Live? Did they finally give up on that compared to 2K?
They may have. They may have. Yeah, I think 2K's all done with it.
Because they missed the boat, I think, and EA did on capitalizing on the NBA franchise, and
Yeah.
2K took it and just ran with it.
Took it over. I mean,
Right.
they got the mechanics down, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing that you could tell that MLB was going away, because I think it was 2K7 was like the last really good one. And then like 2K8, they like tweaked one thing, and then 2K9, it was like, okay, we just updated the rosters. Oh, and you can do this one thing different. And then the next one
Here's
was
the
just
crap
like,
game for you.
yeah, everyone was just like, then 2K10, it was just like, nah, here you go, whatever, we don't care. No updates for it, no nothing.
What about Slugfest?
Slugfest, I don't remember Slugfest.
That was like almost like the Blitz for MLB way back in the day, PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah. I do remember that. I do remember that one where you could basically tackle people in the baselines and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. I just loved playing the bigs and doing like the home run derby and just hitting like fucking Times Square and just knocking stuff off of the buildings and things.
Yeah,
That was always fun.
that was a good time.
Let's see here. So, you recently switched to Mixer, and you were a proponent on Twitch. What exactly made you switch to Mixer? Was there a final straw, or was it something that you were thinking about for a while?
I actually wanted to start on Mixer when I first started streaming because
Why didn't you?
links with Twitch was just easier. It's easier to link everything. It was easier to set it up. There's way more videos out there about Twitch, and it also has that factor of being the biggest platform.
Right.
So I said, screw it, we'll try it. I figured that, the bigger the platform, the more exposure I'd get, but it's not always the case.
Well, like for me, I started on Twitch too as well, and then I switched over to D Live as we are sitting now. And one of my buddies said it to me like this, and it makes sense because I was like you and thought, the bigger the platform, you're gonna get more exposure, and there's more people there and that. But you become a little fish in an ocean. And when
exactly.
you come over to here to D Live, I became a medium fish in a lake, and it was I'll take that all day.
Yeah, it's much better because then, you're not competing with thousands of other people,
Right.
Like, you can just put out your content, and do what you want to do, and people will come because, there's not as many streamers there.
So, what are your immediate goals that you have for your for streaming right now?
Right now, I'm just trying to build up that community again. Switching from Twitch to Mixer, I had like 350 followers on Twitch, a couple thousand views, and I had a great community going over there with supporters and everything. But switching over to Mixer, it's like Twitch was in the beginning. It's slow going.
Right.
That's how it's going to be in the beginning, all the time, no matter where you go. But that's kind of the biggest thing is I want to build that community back up. The people that are going to come hang out with me while I play some games.
Right.
I can play the games they want me to play, or they can play with me, or just, talk smack all night and drink beer.
There you go.
The Q Lounge, welcome.
Why isn't the light on the Q Lounge? The lights.
Because if I turn the light on, actually, I actually got rid of the batteries. But if I turn the light on, there's a glare. The camera can't pick it up.
Yeah, that's why I got like this one right here that I can't. It's if I adjust my camera, but then see if I go up, then there's more of a glare there. It's just.
Yeah, that's weird.
I gotta replace the lights down here because they're all orange color. And I got to get the white ones. That way I can use this green screen back here and do exactly
Gotta get the cool
what I want.
tones.
Yeah. Anyway. So do we have anybody out there in the chat that has some questions that they want to put out there? Please, by all means.
Yeah, also on Mixer, if anybody has any questions, let me know. I'll tell Diehard and we'll throw it out there.
I'll get your stream up here too so I can have that one as well. There we go. Go here. That way I can have both of them up there.
There you go. Yeah, I got like nothing up right now. I literally got home 5 minutes before we went live. I hit the start streaming button and that was it.
Yeah, usually we try to test stuff out and everything else and make sure everything's the right way, but we had to kind of fly into this one, which is fine. Just leave some stuff that actually happened. So just a quick update for me is that this is going away tomorrow morning. Yep, I'm shaving tomorrow morning. The beard gets put away.
Dude, you get a nice little spot of grays. I like it.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just here too. That's it.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
It's you don't really see any gray over here. You don't have much gray over here. It's just all right here.
It's like somebody painted it.
Yeah. Brose said, worst streaming experience.
Oh, there's a couple nights that I got really trashed and tried to stream, or got really trashed on stream. Back in the beginning, there weren't many viewers, so I was trying to. It's also when I first started, so I was trying to get the nerves to go away, and I just pound beers all night. And there's a couple times where I got a little too inebriated on stream, and I had to cut the stream short.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it happens.
Yep. But I've gotten better. My tolerance is way up again. So, I got two beers in this thing, and it's almost gone already.
Right. And is that a Budweiser Stein too? Is that what I saw?
Mm-hmm. It's the Clydesdales.
Nice.
And then it's got a little lighthouse on the end.
Very classy.
Thank you. It just fits a lot of beer. That's why I use it. Less trips to the fridge.
What Opie says in your chat, what method used to shine that head? Actually, it needs to be shaved. You can see all the stubble and stuff. I gotta shave it. That's why I'm gonna shave tomorrow. As you can see, there's like hair here and that.
Now, do you get the little thing too? Is that why you shave your head?
Here. All right, well, I'm looking this up. Jay Bandit says, what's your favorite beer?
Oh, there's so many, dude. My go-to every night is usually Corona, just because it's everywhere, and, I mean, I can drink them like water.
Yeah.
But my favorite beer, I really like what the Brooklyn Brewery does out of Brooklyn, New York. They have a couple of good winter ones, couple good October ones, like they have like an Oktoberfest and everything. I know Boston versus New York, but the Brooklyn, it's a little smoother. It's a lot of the similar flavors as Sam Adams, but it's a lot smoother.
Right.
So when I can find a Brooklyn ale or a Oktoberfest, I get that every time.
Okay, so here you go. Let's share this.
Oh boy.
This right here, this picture was the reason why I started shaving my head. You can see that.
Look at you, a young diehard. You were a stud, dude.
That was
what the heck happened?
It was the bird's nest that was forming there, and it was just like I tried, doing like a Caesar cut where everything was combed forward and that, but it just did not work. But
I'm right behind you, diehard. Don't worry.
And
47 years old, and mine's gonna be gone before you know it.
Well, here's a good one for you. This was Die Hard sophomore year in high school.
Oh, look at that hair, dude.
Yeah.
Woo. That's like the greaser dude right there.
Right.
Looks nice, my friend.
Where's the other one though? I had a better one. Let me find the better one of me in high school. It was pretty awesome. Come on, where'd he go? I'm gonna get people stalking me too on Facebook now that I'm going through here. Where is it? Come on. Now you know what? I wonder if it's uploads of me. That's probably where it's at. Photos. Hey, like that one?
Yeah.
For all the haters, there's another one on there right now. That's not in this picture.
Unfortunately, it's not looking too good this year, though.
Don't count them out. That's the
Never.
best time in the world is when people count them out.
I mean, we're still at the top of the
Yeah.
AFC, you know? I mean, we're not putting up points right now, but that defense, man. That defense is something to look out for.
Shitty. Where is it? Oh, well. I can't find it. All right. I'll have to find it. I'll post it in the chat for support for us.
Clips and media.
Yes, Rebel. Let's get to that.
You said rabble, and I already know what it is. I don't have your chat up, but I know what it is.
Brose goes bald diehard equals best diehard. Thank you. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, Rabble first said, if you could change one thing about streaming, knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently?
I mean, maybe just stream a little more.
Start on Mixer instead of going to Twitch?
Not necessarily, because I still got to see. I'm the type of person that likes to try everything. I'll try. I have a saying: I'll try anything once. And if I don't like it, I won't try it again. But I would probably say to stream more, because there was a time where I streamed too much, and then there were times where I didn't stream enough.
Right.
I would say to try and find that balance and the schedule to try and stick in the middle there.
Right.
If you stream too much, you're not going to get enough viewers, you're not going to get enough chatters, all that stuff. You don't stream enough, and people won't be there.
Rabble's right there with me. It's him and I think too much alike. It's ridiculous.
And that's why you guys are so close, man.
He just goes, Let's see. J Banda said that there are some good Oktoberfests out there. Yes, there are some good Oktoberfests.
There are a lot. Yeah.
My
goal in life is to go to Germany for Oktoberfest.
Oh.
Yeah, that's bucket list, baby.
I've seen pictures of it, and it would be amazing to go. It really would. But that's an expensive trip.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, 5 years down the line, Supforce takes over Oktoberfest. Let's go.
Yeah. Or we just have Supforce Oktoberfest out in Germany. We have our own.
Have it in the U.S. Who cares?
Rabble goes, try anything once. When's he coming back to Saratoga?
Rabble, I'll be there next year, baby.
Let's see.
Who's to say I haven't tried that yet, though?
Right. 360, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I didn't see that before. Brose says Suptoberfest.
Suptoberfest, that's incredible.
That's
We're gonna do that next
right
year.
there. There's Shround coming in with the nice. All right, so let's get to it. Nikki Diamonds. When's Nikki coming out? When's he coming out to play?
Dude, I don't have time, bro. You know how long it takes to make beats? Holy moly, I'd have to quit streaming. Or stream my beat making.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
I'm not good enough to do it, though.
You pop in with Nikki Diamonds as the persona and just start going into the beat lab.
I gotta have the glasses, the slick back hair, the greaser jacket. Oh, I could totally do it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you do it. You just come in, show everybody what Nikki Diamonds is all about and how he's in the beat lab.
Yeah.
And that's when you change the name from the Q Lounge to the Beat Lab.
Hey, dude, look I can take these letters out. I'm not gonna do it right now.
No.
But I can take these letters out and make it say anything I want.
TaketheKrown says just solved his own problem. There you go. And Brose does say, when are we getting more music?
6 months.
So
I might have enough time. I might have enough time after the holidays, and crazy work schedule, to be able to do a little something. This time I'm actually gonna try and produce full songs instead of just beats.
So is Nikki Diamonds gonna rap too?
Yes.
Ooh, Nikki Diamonds is gonna spit some bars. Let's get it. All right.
Yeah, I've made a couple songs before, and they were terrible. But hey, you live and you learn.
I think we G'd, but I think he means need, Nikki Diamonds for the YouTube channel soundtracks and the pods.
Oh boy.
There you go.
All right. That gives me some motivation.
And then we
Crown,
can
go into SupDev and make a task for me to do that, and I'll do it.
Oh, Opie wants to know, is there a place to find your beats?
Yep. SoundCloud.com/Nick-Kellner. Or you can just search Nicky Diamonds. Nicky with a Y space Diamonds. And that's me. That was me like 10 years ago. Actually more than that. I was probably about, because I got those up maybe like 5 years ago, but those beats were at least 7 years older than that.
Oh, people. Oh, people.
Oh, what's up? No, do come my way.
All right.
It's actually an okay one. There he is, Nicky Diamonds.
You gotta love that logo, too.
Yeah, dude. Actually, my buddy made that for me. He changed up the colors on the diamond. Well, I mean, Opie said he'd watch me make my beats, so hey, there's one person.
I was
You
definitely
know how long it takes me to make a beat because I'm not very good at it.
So there you go, everybody. You can go out and go find Nicky Diamond's music and see what he's got. Listen to it.
Please don't.
Rabble said lay some rhymes on it.
I actually couldn't hear it because you were only sharing your screen, but all those beats on there, I'm down to lay some rhymes on it. Hey, maybe that's my first Nicky Diamond stream.
Maybe
I lay down some beats on the track. I mean, lay down some words on the tracks.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I want to do that again. We do this for Opie, and we can put it in your chat. Unless he's in both.
Yeah, dude, I got you on window view, right? I mean, a display view, so I can't change my screen right now. I didn't have time to change anything. Like I said, I got home and we went live.
Is there anything that's happened in your life that you could go back and change? Not saying a regret or anything like that. Just anything that you would go back in your change in your life.
Maybe try and smarten up sooner. In high school, first couple of years I was bullied really bad, and then once the older kids graduated, I was like, not the hot shot, but everybody knew me. They called me the mayor because I was friends with everybody and everybody knew me, and so I would say maybe I smarten up and be me always, because maybe those kids who bullied me would have been friends with me instead of just being in my shell.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a kid, I was very self-conscious. I was always really skinny, tall, lanky, skinny. Everybody liked to pick on me because they knew I wasn't gonna fight back because I was a super nice kid. So maybe just try and smarten up a little sooner. Be myself instead of being in a shell.
Right. Well, I feel you on that because I was a band geek in high school. So my first 3 years, I went to one high school and just got picked on constantly for it. It wasn't great. When I was in my band group, yeah, everything was fine. But once you went outside of that, all you did was get shit for it.
Yeah.
And then the summer after my junior year, my parents moved, and I had the choice to finish out in my original high school or transfer to the new one. Well, the new high school, the band won the state championship for marching band. And people came to the football games to see the band. So I was like, let's go. It was the best move I ever made. That there's nothing better than being the new kid at school. Because especially in your senior year, Let me tell you
Nice.
something. That was a game changer for me. Game
We gonna ha-
changer.
we gonna have a Diehard diamond soon?
Dude, I keep asking Panic to find me a copy of Acid Pro, and I'll start laying some beats down.
He got me Fruity Loops. I can teach it to you and give it to you.
We can do that. But I definitely want to start laying some more beats down. If I could find, because this is how old I am, is when I was using Acid Pro and stuff, I created like, it was like a 7-minute song, but it was just beats and everything looped one after another, and it was something that you would actually hear in a club. So it was kind of like the stuff that I was playing before. It's not EDM or anything like that, but it was just samples of sounds and music and stuff and beats, and it was really cool. If I could ever find it, I definitely will find it and like play it for you. I think
Heck yeah, dude.
you'd like to hear that.
Oh yeah, dude.
But absolutely,
I got a question for you.
Oh boy, okay.
What instrument did you play?
I was percussionist.
Nice.
Yeah, I play
There you
drums.
go.
I
Nice, dude.
I say percussionist because if you say drums, people are like, "Oh, you just bang on the drums." No, dude, I played marimba. I played 4 mallet marimba, so I had like 2 mallets in each hand and playing.
Play like this?
Yeah, like literally, you
Nice,
would have them, and you keep moving your hands like this in order to spread them out and hit the notes and everything.
Nice.
And I was going to school for that. Actually, I was going to Oakland University for music education because I wanted to be a high school band teacher. Because how important mine was to me. And the summer of 90, say I graduated in 94, 95, summer of 95, I was coming back from up north with my mom and my sister, and I was sleeping in the back seat, and we actually had a rollover accident. My mom blacked out at the wheel, and we were going down the freeway. We were going about 80 miles an hour, and I was laying in the back seat sleeping, and she blacked out, and the car started veering over to the shoulder. So you heard the rumble strips, you saw dust and everything. My sister was up front sleeping. She woke up and screamed. My mom snapped out of it, yanked the wheel over to the right, and we were in a 94 Chevy Lumina, and as soon as she yanked the wheel, the thing just started spinning. I
Oh,
popped
yeah.
out. I popped up, looked, and saw like dust and everything, and went, "Oh, this is gonna hurt," and immediately put my hands on the roof of the car. And they said that that's probably what saved my life, was doing
I
that.
bet, dude.
And so I ended up breaking my arm right here, right in half, and then I tore my rotator cuff in my left shoulder. So being a percussionist, that kind of took me out of commission for that. So
Yeah, I bet, dude. It's in the car. I actually had a similar experience.
really,
Yeah, it was about 3.5 or 4. I was out camping in Vermont with my family, and my grandfather, who had stayed up too long, making sure that the family's all good, fed, and everyone's sleeping and safe. He tried to drive us to I think like a mountain or something to go for a nature walk,
right.
and he fell asleep at the wheel on the freeway, and we went off the freeway and into a ditch, and we flipped over like 4 times and ended up on the roof of the car. My mom had to hit the I was in a booster seat at that point. I was like
Right.
4 years old maybe. So she tried hitting the little thing and catching me, but that didn't work. I smacked my face off the seat and
Oh.
bloody nose everywhere. 4 years old crying. I can
only
still
imagine.
remember. I can still remember crying in my mom's arms when she was waving down a red pickup truck. Don't ask me why I know it was a red pickup truck. And that red pickup truck ended up being an off-duty firefighter.
Oh wow,
How crazy is that?
that's lucky right there.
Seriously. And then he called the right people and
Right.
we were safe.
Well, we and ours when it ended up, we went end over end once, 2.5 sideways, landed upside down in the ditch. I was not wearing a seatbelt because I was laying across the back seat sleeping. So when I came to, all I saw was the deck lid of the car above me because I was hanging out the back window, and my arm was just fucking contorted some weird way, and you don't know what happened, and all I did was look and saw that I thought the car was on top of me. So I freaked out, and I was trying to just get out of there, get away from it, because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if the car was on fire or anything. I was 19 years old, so I just started like crawling on my back and just got away from it, and I'm laying there. Well, here's the weird thing is that up north we were at was a car show, and my dad was working there, and him and his boss were in a van about probably a mile behind us and didn't see it happen or anything. They came up, and his boss goes, Greg, slow down. It looks like there's an accident there. And so when my dad was driving, when he slowed up and he was coming up, all he saw was the car upside down. He didn't see me or my mom. He just saw my sister at the shoulder waving him down, crying. And he said it was the worst feeling he ever had because he thought we were dead. He thought me and my mom were dead.
Yeah, I can only imagine, dude.
So, but they put rods and screws in my arm to heal that and to get all that together. And then I had rotator cuff surgery in my shoulder and healed up. I was healed up fine. But I was out of work for 9 months doing rehab and everything else because this arm was just dead. The doctor said he even had to. It was such a weird break because it broke right in half, and I guess there's one main nerve that wraps around the bone there. And if you do one wrong thing, this is a dead arm. I'd have no feeling in it. But he had to cut through, he said, 5 inches of muscle in order to get to the bone to do all the repairs and everything. So, I mean, this took so long to get strength back to it. It was ridiculous. It was a rough road. But
it's my strong hand.
Yeah. My germs.
Sorry, I had to, dude.
I know Scary Movie too.
By the grace of God, we're still here, right?
Yep, exactly. Yes. And for anybody who says that seatbelts are a pain in the ass, they do help. They do save lives. So only in rare occasions do they not. And you can't plan for the way off weird shit that's going to happen. You have to
your car going off a bridge or something.
Right, exactly.
Actually, not funny story, but crazy story. My fiance was in a bad crash one time, and they said that the seatbelt being off saved her life.
Really?
Yep. She flew out the window.
Oh.
Yep, car kept going. She flew out the window.
Well, they said, too, that if you look at those wrecks, of people in Corvettes that aren't wearing, seatbelts, and you see them throwing, it's that helped them.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting side note about that wreck was that we were supposed to take my Sunbird convertible. So, yeah, and we didn't because we didn't trust it going out there. I didn't want to drive it because I didn't want to spend the gas money and everything. So we took my mom's Chevy Lumina. So we would have had the top down and everything else, and that would have been really bad.
Dude, bad story. One of my buddies, he's actually still a friend. Mm-hmm. I was friends with him in high school, and he's on my fantasy football league. His sister actually just ended up passing away because of that. They were in a convertible, top was down, guy was drunk, driving, hit a parked car, they flipped over, mush. Ugh. Yep. Can't even imagine, dude.
Needless to say that next month I got rid of my car then. My car was gone that next month. Yeah, I told my dad, I said, I'm done with it. I said, I don't want that. I said, we would have died if we were in that. I said, I don't want that car anymore.
Well, that's a smart decision as a 19-year-old, dude.
Okay, we got some stuff in here. Let's see. Opie followed it. The Ninja Turtles were in a shell, and they were BA. Beat collab from Ravel. Man, he's good with his hands. Bros a
Madly, thank you so much for that. Santa hat, baby. She gets it. She gets it.
Sweet, I played a 7-piece Tama in high school in a black metal band. Okay.
Ooh.
Ravel says, what 2020 game are you looking forward to, QB?
I don't even know what games are coming out in 2020. Dude, I don't have time to look up tabloids. I would say I get NHL every year. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe. PUBG 2. That'll never happen, but or the TGC 2020, baby.
You could definitely do that. We have to get a crew though. Get a crew to go. Supforce at the PUBG or World Championships.
Oh, I wish.
That would be ridiculous.
We'd have to be on PC though.
Yeah. Well, you and I would have to work on that because
we have it on PC, but we would not win anything.
We were so trash at that game when we tried to play.
Dude, we played like 3 games and died immediately all 3 games.
We were like, "Fuck this! Let's go back to Xbox." Yeah. Rabblerot says, "Was it like giving yourself the stranger?" No, honestly, dude, I could not move this arm. Like, I really like sitting here like this. I could only go like this with my arm. I couldn't move it anymore like that. It took me like forever to be able to put my arm above my head and everything. I couldn't do it. There was no strength there at all.
Well, I mean, he cut through 5 inches. You know, that's just gotta heal first. Oh, I swore. Sorry.
No. Dr. OPC says, "Are y'all looking forward to Project Scarlet?" I probably will not be getting Project Scarlet.
I won't be getting any new system till 2021.
After
they're already done with their bugs and fixed their system.
Well, plus I got my PC here, which is basically Project Scarlet on steroids. So, I mean, unfortunately.
Me too, baby.
Yeah.
Right there. That's my girl right there.
And then Amp says, Cyberpunk 2077, no other game exists.
That is going to be a good game, though.
Yeah, it will be a good game.
It looks really good.
And Ravel says, so it was more like a Dutch rudder. No, I didn't have anybody taking my arm for me. And that's just too much work to grab my own arm and do it. That's just too much work.
Imagery. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I can only imagine you like this.
J Banda, yeah, you can plug an Xbox controller into your PC so you're set. Yeah, exactly.
And it works.
And
better FPS.
When I do, when I play Destiny 2 and I play PvP on there, I plug my controller in there because I'm so trash with keyboard and mouse. I know people can still get the drop on me and stuff, but I do a lot better with it. Opie says I'm getting both. Getting a PC to delve into VR, and I'm going to get Project Scarlet. Dude, I want a VR rig so bad. So bad.
What if I told you that I would never play VR?
You swore that you would never play VR?
What if I told you that I will never play VR?
Why?
I got my reality in front of my eyes already. I don't need to be put into some thing that's right in front of my eyes that makes me feel like I'm somewhere else. I can do that with my Xbox controller.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Hold off on that until you actually do it. Okay?
I don't like the idea of it, dude. Growing up, they always said don't sit too close to the TV, and now they got a TV in your eyeballs.
But it's different. It's different now. Technology's different. I mean, for
your
crying
eyes
out
are
loud,
still the same, though.
For crying out loud, everything gives you cancer nowadays, okay? There's nothing that doesn't give you cancer in this world.
Yeah.
How often are you on your phone?
Actually, I'm on my work PC more than anything.
Yeah.
So but I hear you. It's the same thing, right in front of my face. You know, I have bad eyes already. I'm supposed to wear glasses when I drive and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I should be wearing them when I game as well, but.
I sometimes wear my gaming glasses that I have just to stop with the rays and everything that come off of the TV, all the infrareds that come off of there. And it does help too. And I sometimes I wear them at work because I have 4 monitors at work that I stare at all day long and work with.
I need me another monitor. I got 2 right now.
I got 2, and I could have 4, but I want to get better ones before I put up more again. I had 4 up, but 2 of them were just trash, and it was just like, forget it. I've had enough of it.
Yeah. I use TVs for my screens, so.
Right. Brose says VR chat. Why, so you can run around as Ugandan Knuckles? Just run around?
No,
Do you know the way?
My favorite thing about the VR chat is when the guy picks up the other guy and starts beating people with him in the bar fight. You ever see that one? It's a bar fight.
Are you talking about?
Everybody's...
Is it Josh Dub? Josh Dub?
No
Where he plays with Rekid?
I have no idea. I just remember seeing the video. It's like a big bar fight. Everybody's throwing stuff, and the guy literally walks over, picks up a guy by his foot, and starts hitting people with him.
Let's see. Reb says I came close to picking up a VR system. Obi says I want to get a Valve Index. What's a Valve Index? I'm afraid of putting a VR on and punching my TV out, Jay Bandit says. Well,
I've seen that happen.
I've been watching Beat Saber videos, and I want to play Beat Saber so bad. That thing is, I played it. My one of my coworkers, or my ex-coworker, he lives in Florida, and I went down to Florida to visit my parents in February, and I went and saw him for the day, and he had a VR rig, an Oculus rig, and I got to play it. And played Beat Saber, and I was just like, oh my god, this is awesome. But the one thing it did trip me out was he had a Spider-Man game. And I was literally standing up on top of a crane, and you look down in the VR rig, and like, seriously, I was like in the pit of my stomach, because I love roller coasters and stuff, but I do have a fear of heights, and it was just,
Can't imagine.
Rabble, I want to do VR horror games since I can barely handle them on the TV. Let's just put it right in front of my face.
Rabble, I will pay money to see that.
Oh, Valve Index is a VR set that can read individual finger movements. It has a waiting list. I gotcha.
Oh.
So when you do your VR porn, you can really like get in there. Our water heaters Opie says our water heaters we get at work have a warning that it can give cancer in the state of California. Let's probably have all of them. Everything probably has that. And Desert Rat says I have the fear of falling. Yeah, I have that too, you know. Bandit says that would be brutal. Yeah, Rebel, there is. That you can do that when you have the is it the Samsung?
Yeah.
The Samsung.
No, it's a HTC Vive or something like
that. Well, time to hit the store, Rebel says. See you, Rebel. We'll see you in about 3 months.
It's just expensive.
So does anybody else have any other questions for Mr. QP? If not, I'm going to give QP his time here at the end to do shout-outs and whatever he wants to pub, and we'll end the podcast, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break because I got to look into this stuff for work, and then QP and I are going to probably play. You want to just do some PUBG?
Yeah, I'm down, dude.
Okay.
I'm down for whatever. I'll shoot a couple rounds. I don't care, man. I'm chilling. I told my girl that tonight is my game at night, so...
Jay Bandit goes arm looking like Quagmire's. Did you watch Family Guy?
Yeah.
Did you see that episode where Quagmire found porn, the internet porn?
Yeah, yep. It was like giant.
Yeah, he comes out, he goes, it's over there, and it's just like.
and then like somebody walks up to his doorway, and that's the part, right? He goes, yeah, it's over there, and then somebody goes, oh, have you been working out? And he goes, no.
I sound like I type
fast. That porn thing. That porn thing's great.
Where the shit is that coming from?
What?
Hold on. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. One of the tabs I had up, somebody switched to somebody else and it came up with sound. Okay. Rebel says, where do you see... Medican C, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Rebel says, where do you see the future of Supforce going?
I see us being one of, if not, the biggest Discord out there. Eventually. It's going to take time.
Yeah.
It's going to, maybe not the biggest, but the most active and having the most outcome from it.
Right.
I definitely see us being very successful in the near future. I mean, we're already successful. But I see us venturing out into the esports. I see us venturing out into merchandise. I see us becoming something bigger than what we are now, exponentially bigger, because the message we send and the community that we have, it's just, it's unlike anything else.
Right.
Like being in Support Force made me okay and feel comfortable enough to make the switch to Mixer.
Right.
Because I already had that following on Twitch, but I knew that the people in Support Force would still be there no matter where I am.
Right.
So that ultimately, to go back to a couple questions ago, maybe that is what ultimately made me decide to go over there, knowing that I had the people that I wanted and they would come.
Yeah, I mean, that does help, and it makes a big difference, too.
Yeah. I'd love to see us doing some esports sometime, though.
Absolutely. I could definitely see us going that route as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Sponsors, holler at us.
Still looking for that Monster sponsorship, please.
Shit, any kind of beer. If you're a beer company, come and sponsor me. I will drink your beer all day, every day.
On stream with it.
On stream, off stream, at work,
shirt,
it doesn't matter.
hat.
While I'm driving, doesn't matter.
He'll replace the Q Lounge sign with whatever beer decides to sponsor him.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
All right, QP. Well, I'm giving you the floor, and you should go ahead and make your final comments, pub whatever you want, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Well, first off, I want to thank you, Diehard, for continuing to make this podcast incredible. Every episode, every guest you have on, every question you ask, chat, everything, it's incredible what you've been able to create. And I can't wait for it to get bigger.
Well, thanks.
I can't wait for us to make something even bigger out of this podcast.
I appreciate that.
And you know that if I'm a podcast guy, if you ever need any help with anything, you can let me know. I've watched countless hours of podcasts. But now that I thanked you, I want to thank Support Force for being incredible. I couldn't do anything that I do today without you guys. I'm not even looking at my chat right now. My stream's going, but I know that everybody's in here in Diehard's chat watching the podcast because this is where it belongs. But I also want to thank my fiance. She is the greatest thing in the world. We had a very nice 50-year anniversary yesterday. I drew her a bath. I made her dinner. We watched a funny movie. And it was just a good time. So I want to thank her for always being so supportive.
We'll give her a round of applause for that.
Anytime that I've needed to do something with Support Force, whether it be meetings or voice calls or, trying to explain to somebody how to do something.
Right.
And if I'm with her, she knows, she gets it. She supports me through and through, no matter what decisions I make in my life. And that also is humongous for somebody, because when you're free to do the things that you need to do, it makes it almost like training wheels.
Right.
It's just so much easier to do it when you don't have backlash, or you don't have somebody telling you like, oh, why are you doing that? It's not going to work. Like, she'll come in, she'll tell me, hey, this is wrong. You need to change it. And we'll change it. And then it makes me better streamer, better person. It's huge how much she supports me.
Right.
But go Support Force. Driving strong. We're pushing, we're getting up there. We got 300 something members now. I remember this when I was one of the first ones in here. There was 10 of us testing out the server. And to see where it's come already in, 20, 21 weeks or whatever it is.
Right.
It's incredible.
Absolutely.
And I can only be excited for the future.
Most definitely.
So keep supporting. Keep getting out there, showing everybody the love. Keep chatting. Keep making friends. And keep streaming, and it'll all make a full circle.
Absolutely, it will. It makes a difference. It really does.
Seriously.
Remember to hashtag support the support people. That's what we're.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we do. That's what we're about. Well, thank you, QP, for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for making the time and allowing everybody to get to know you a little bit better. And we really appreciate the time. And let the missus know we appreciate her letting you hang out with us. and
Heck yeah, dude.
letting us take your time. And
Thanks, dude.
as we
Appreciate
always
you.
say, everybody, remember that happiness is a state of mind. Peace, love, and support to all. If you're going to have sex, wear a condom. Help control the pet population. Have your pets sprayed or neutered. And remember, as always, stay blessed. Have a great night, everybody.
Good job, Diehard. Good pod, brother.
Oh yeah, dude. That's why I don't like to do the. That's why I don't like doing the sheet and prepping the questions, because I've said it is that all the pods that I watch that I really like, they are always just having a conversation. You know, they just sit and talk and bullshit. You know, and you start talking about something like we started talking about NHL, or we started talking about sports, and you just go off into a tangent and just start talking. You know. And that's where you start getting, that's when you get genuine. That's where you really get to know someone is with all that.
And less of like a stiff, like, interview type thing.
I mean, you have to do that when you get, like, when we did the first one and we had all the founders. When you have that many people, you have to have a structure. But when it's just like you and me sitting here, or, you know, me and Brose or Lucifer, just sit here and bullshit and just have a good time talking, you know? You find some common ground, and I can usually find common ground with most people. So,
Especially us, man. Sports, PUBG, I mean,
hell yeah. We're gonna rock some PUBG here after
hell
this.
yeah. I'm actually gonna go have me a smoke, get another beer, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, buddy.
Good job again, brother.
Thank you. You as well, bud.
Thanks.